Good morning, everyone. It's a bit gloomy and cloudy today. It's about 8:30 now in the morning, and the wind has finally stopped. And the rain has stopped. It was raining pretty hard earlier, as well as the wind was blowing very, very hard. As you can see behind me, everything is still and quiet now. The garden is it's pretty damp out here. We did get a little rain, not as much. It was supposed to snow. This is your early morning, Saturday morning weather check-in. It went from very, very dark to a gloomy twilight, and then we got the rain, and the wind just came in about 8 o'clock this morning. I looked out the door, and it was just rattling my storm door there on the back porch. And as you can see, everything's quiet now. It's about 40 degrees out, so it's not too bad. The wind, however, as you notice, we've got cars going by. Anyways, as you notice, the elm trees have all lost their leaves now. So yeah, we're ready for snow. In fact, we were supposed to get snow this morning. The weatherman had predicted that it would start snowing early in the morning, and it would continue snowing up until about mid-morning, and then it would turn into rain, and rain all morning. Currently, I still got the back porch light on. Haven't turned it off. That's how dark and gloomy it is in my house, that I still have the lights on. But I'm kind of bundled up here, and just show you, no snow, not yet. But the trees have all lost their leaves, and they are ready for snow. So it won't be too long. And we will have snow. So today I'm going to try working some more on my... Boy, the road is sure busy today. That's another car going by. Boy. Didn't think it'd be too busy with the weather and the cold and the gloom. People usually stay indoors, but I guess there's a lot of folks that have stuff to do on a Saturday morning. I know I've got stuff to do on a Saturday morning. I've got to check with the tire stores and see if any of them have gotten any used tires in. And if I could just find 2 used tires for the front of my car, that would be good. I do need 4, but I'm a bit short on funds, so we'll do what we can and buy tires as we can buy them. Anyways, yeah, so today I'm going to work on the bathroom floor some more. I really do want to get the bathroom floor done so that I can get all my bathroom stuff moved out of my craft room and back into my bathroom. I'm also going to do a little reel or short, a little vertical video that I can post on Facebook and YouTube and maybe even Instagram, showcasing some of my wares and try to get people's interest up into holiday buying on my Etsy store. This reel will have, or short, wherever it pops up, it'll be either a short or a reel. It will be displaying my 2 throw afghans, which are so soft. They're so warm, so comfy. And they're ones that tend to get a lot of likes. They tend to get a lot of views. And people who go on Etsy, they favorite them all the time. Unfortunately, they still haven't sold, and they are definitely well worth the money. I'll let you know, they're well worth the money. So watch for that little short that'll be coming out, and it'll be a short on YouTube and a reel on Facebook. And I may try to post it to my Instagram account too. I don't get on Instagram very often, and I just have a personal account there, but you never know, it might help. Anyway, I still haven't been able to get my truck sold, and my daughter still has not gotten my third row seat that came out of my car sold yet. So, and I'm getting a little worried here, because I'm really counting on the money to be able to fix and repair my car for travel, to be able to buy Christmas gifts for my children, grandchildren, and my children. I do try to buy a little something for my adult children and their spouses, but mostly it's the grandchildren. I really, really am stressed about whether or not I'm going to be able to get them anything this year. Anyways, I am starting to feel very cold out here, so I'm going to go back in the house. You just got a nice view of our wintry fall weather here in East Idaho, and I wish you all good morning. This is Meg from Meg's Little House in the Country, and I hope you had a wonderful week, and I hope this next week is going to be amazing for you too. We got Thanksgiving coming, and we all have so much to be grateful for. So count your blessings. And I'll get back to you in a little bit. Well, it started raining again. This time no hard winds and hard rain. Just the soft sound of a gentle rain on the fallen leaves. Wow. It's just peaceful, and it smells good. It actually smells really nice out here. Sound of geese overhead. Okay, I am currently outside. I'm going to work on cleaning up my geraniums, but it's so messy trying to do this in the house. It's 45 out right now, so it's above freezing. And I'm going to get this. Oh god, my geraniums are such a mess, and I've got dead stuff, and yeah. We're going to clean out my pot. I'm going to prune it back and then take it back in the house because it's a house plant, and but this is just so hard trying to get all this done while it is outside. I need to pull out all these old tags. I got to get that one planted in here. But yeah, it's hard to do this in the house. It's so messy. It gets all over the place. So I am going to clean everything out here. And yeah, just make this. Sorry, I was letting you see the ground. And then I'm going to just kind of sweep all this mess off into the lawn, and all this can join all the whatever is decomposing in my lawn. But it's already looking better, and I just got some dead stuff out. That's all I did. Yeah, maybe that'll just break right off. There, that snapped right off. Yeah, we're gonna just sweep this away, but already it's looking better, and I am not getting all this mess in my house. I've got to go clean off the windowsill. So yeah, let's do a little bit of taking care of our indoor plants here. And there, that looks so much better already. Ooh, much better. Much better. Oh boy. those are all spent, so we're just going to pop them off. I do need to trim this back, though. It's getting so tall. And I need to get this little one out of its pot and into here. So I think I'll go and grab me a trowel and get that done. Be back in a second. Well, I don't know if I can do this one-handed, but we will see if we can dig up. Dig a hole in here, because we got roots from the other geraniums all through here. And I kind of glad disturb their roots so I can plant that one in. These geraniums have been in this pot for a very long time. But let's see if I can get a hole big enough so I can tuck someone else down in there with them. I did get the windowsill vacuumed, so, and then I'm going to get another thing of water in here. So, yeah, just kind of shoving some of these roots aside. All I need is a hole that is big enough to plop that other geranium in here. And then I gotta prune this one back, which means, unfortunately, cutting a lot of the very long branches back really short. Okay, we're gonna take this one, and first I need to kind of loosen up its roots here at the bottom. You notice, you gotta do this with plants. If you don't loosen up the roots, they won't spread. They will just stay in a tight little ball. So, kind of got to tickle them and get them to loosen up. You see the plant is a bit root bound from being in the pot for so long. But now that I got the roots all loosened up, it should do well. We'll get all that dirt I moved, and get it back around it and pat it down really good. There we go. With the weather having calmed down a bit today, it's actually a perfect day to do a little bit of indoor gardening outside. Take care of my indoor plants outside, where we can have the mess from an indoor plant all outside. Got my little old man treehouse here. He sits in here. Yeah. So, got all these. This is all stuff. We'll be taking all this back inside. And, yeah. There we go. I just got to get this geranium here. Get it all the long stuff pruned back so it's a bit shorter, so it'll fit in my window better. I'll probably take off back to like this one here. I got a good one growing here. Got a good one growing here. I got a really good one growing here. So all these others I can take off and just prune it back, chop it back some. Geraniums, as long as you keep them well watered, are usually pretty hardy. About a little bit of pruning. This one's been pruned a lot, as you can see from the old dead prune cuts. This one's been pruned a lot. It eventually gets too tall for my windowsill, and I have to cut it back. Well, now I'm going to get some more water, give it another good watering, and then I will take it in the house. So, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, got my little garden can here. We're just going to give this all another really good big soak. Oh. Get this sand soaked down really good. Got a little pine cone in there. Just little garden decor. That's all my little pine cone is didn't have any place to put it, so it just ended up here in the pot. I don't even know where I got it. Might have got it even from somewhere. Who knows? My mom's yard under her Douglas. Oh, what does she have? I think she's got some kind of spruce in her front yard. But we're going to water this really well. There. Let that soak in really good. And I will, here we go. I'm going to be back in a minute and do a little trimming. Okay, I'm back out. And I've got my printers. Yes, I've got to try and do a little. It's just gotten too... This one, I'm actually going to take the flower off. And after I'm done with this pruning, I'll put the flowers like in a little baggie, you know. But unfortunately, it's getting way too big. And it is just... too big, too bushy, and I really need to get it a lot smaller. This is low growing, so I may just leave that. I do think I'm going to cut this off, unfortunately. It's going to have to go. Hopefully, this will sprout some others. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go down there on this one. Yeah, unfortunately that one had buds, but it will put out more flowers. It will definitely put out more flowers. That's just a very straggly, long one. And so is that. And so is that. Now what's left should actually fit in my windowsill better, and it will, it's still quite a tall plant, but should fit better, and I should be able to keep it a little more under control so it doesn't take over. So let's take it back in the house. Give me a second because I've got to make sure excess water all goes out of the catch tray so I don't spill water all over. Otherwise I'll spill water all over. Okay, there we go. I already got water in the house that I've spilt all over. Excess water, but needed a good soak. And now let's go see if I got to fix up its spot first in the house. Yeah, I got water on the floor from bringing it out. Haven't cleaned that up yet. Okay. Now I've got to get... I've been using these to kind of prop it up. I got to get them up, get it up so it's high enough. Maybe that'll, or maybe that's too. It's hard to tell. That might be about right. I really need to get a board in here and get this leveled a little more. But let's see. Let's see how that sits and if it sits well enough. Well, I've got it. Tripping over my vacuum. I got it in the window, and as you can see, it is getting a little more. The curtain kind of wants to go in front of this one, but yeah, it's all cleaned up, looking a little better. Windowsills are cleaned up and looking a little better too. Got it all vacuumed. It really needs repainting and refinishing and all the things, but oh well. There we go. Ooh, look. Surprise, surprise. One of my little cactuses is blooming. I really need to turn this thing around and get it to where it's doing better. I got all my window things. Well, that's a hyacinth I was going to put outside last summer, and unfortunately it's decided it's going to sprout again. This plant has gotten absolutely huge and it's taking over my windowsill. I don't know what to do about it. And it's blooming again. Pretty pink blossoms. So let's get this one out and see if I can clean off the windowsill and then put it back in. Meanwhile, I better go get a towel and clean up my water mess. Oh boy. Alright, we'll be back in a minute and let's see what we've been able to do with this monstrosity. Okay, well, at least I got it cleaned up. Can't really, tried to turn around the whole thing so we could see the blossoms from the cactus from the front, but this thing is kind of grown to fit this space, and without some major cutting the whole thing back, it really wants to take over the whole windowsill. I definitely next spring have got to get these hyacinths all into the ground. I don't know, it's still mild enough, but if I put them in now, they will get killed off by the, you can see they already bloomed a little bit, little tiny blossoms. There, clean that up, yeah, but they'll just, I don't know, it's going to get too cold too soon, and they may not make it if I try to put them in the ground now. It should have been planted last month when it was still warm and sunny, and before they started sprouting. They should have been planted last spring in the ground. Had I put them in the ground last spring, yeah. Right now I'm thinking I might let them, once they die back again, I may just bag them up into some peat and put them on the back porch, and hopefully plant them in early in the spring as soon as the ground thaws, and maybe they'll sprout outside and do well. I just know hyacinths are one of those plants that voles and pocket gophers won't eat, so I can plant them out in my garden. But until then, I will just keep them watered and keep the bulbs alive. All right, well, everything's cleaned up. It looks much better in my front room window. And I even got a little vacuuming done because, hey, while you have the vacuum out, you might as well vacuum the whole floor, right? Okay, we are up and running. I know, we need to do an oil change. Okay. Time to go run a couple of errands. Inquire to see if anybody has any used tires. Got my little indoor gardening project done. Still got to sand in the bathroom. But we're going to get going here. Not sure I should try videoing while driving. So I will be back in a few minutes when I'm in town. Okay, my first stop is going to be here at Dollar Tree. I've got to pick up a couple of little things. Really want to start doing my Christmas shopping, but I haven't gotten that organized down on paper yet. And if I don't organize it on paper, I'm going to overspend. And I can't afford to overspend this year. I literally have got to stay on budget for each of my grandchildren. Well, we're back, and I picked up the few things I needed, and I left one of them sitting in the back of my car, but my next stop is going to be my mother's house because I gotta dump my garbage in our garbage can so it gets picked up on Monday. It's actually starting to stink up my car. So I think that had really better be my next stop above all else. Let's get the garbage out of the car. Okay, I'm at my mom's. I'm gonna go dump my garbage. Looks like she's home, so I'm gonna go in and talk to her. I really thought she was gonna go up to Idaho Falls today. She was mentioning yesterday that she was gonna go up to Idaho Falls, but maybe with the weather, she's decided not to, or maybe not to go up until later this afternoon. But I'll be back in a minute. Let's go dump garbage. Okay, well, Mom was home, and she's not going up to Idaho Falls today. In fact, the only reason she was going to go up to Idaho Falls is because my brother Matt wants a pizza, and she is going to just get one locally here at Papa Murphy's and bake it at home and warm up the oven and warm up the house. That's a pretty good idea. So now I better go and finish running my errands. I'm going to get some soup makings to make my soup. And I'm going to also stop at the tire store and see if I can find some tires. Hopefully Les Schwab will have some. I stopped at Point S earlier this week. They did not have any tires. Used tires that would fit my car. So I'll see if any have been dropped off at Les Schwab. And if they've got any used tires. Wish me luck. Well, I'm leaving Kessler's. It's a family-owned store. It's been around for a long time. I think it got started back in the mid-40s. But I went in. Woo! Picked me up some soup makings so I can go home and get my chicken soup made. But right now, need to go and head over across the street in a roundabout way to Les Schwab, and let's see if they've got any used tires. Okay, I am out of Les Schwab. They got me two used tires. I did have to sign a waiver because they are used tires. So we got the ones that were, I don't know if no, they didn't put my old tires in the, oh well. I had asked for the old tires to be put in the back of my car, but I don't see them back there anywhere. I don't think they are back in the back. But I don't see anything in the back. Anyways, I can always get used tires from my garden. There's some tires, some of my garden tires I need to replace, but I can replace them next spring. Anyways, so I'm going to head home now and make me some chicken soup. Talk to y'all later. Oh, by the way, just an addition, it is raining cats and dogs outside. There we go. Get my rear. Rear. No, they did not put my tires in there. Double checking. Oh well. Whatever. Well, it's a good store. I've been coming here since '97 to get my tires. Used to have a credit account with them, but when you go without paying your bill, you lose that privilege. And I had some really bad financial problems a few years ago, and they closed my account and will not open me a new one. But otherwise, it's a good place to get tires. Well, I made a quick stop at Walmart to pick up some pork rinds. I'm out. And, yep, see, through the, you can see Walmart. Oh, I better turn off my wipers. Anyways, I am now going to head home. I've got a bathroom floor I need to work on a little bit more. It's going to take a while to get that sanding done with my little palm sander, but if I keep at it, eventually I may get it looking better. But it's not going to look better if I don't keep at it. So now I better head home and drive carefully. It's been raining. Well, I got my soup going. I got some celery in there. Got a little parsley. Got another yam and a sweet potato, like I did with my beef stew. Turned out so great. I am doing it in here as well. I'm going to have to make up some more biscuits to go with this. Oh, but honestly, it's soup weather. It rained all the way home. In fact, it might still be raining. I haven't been outside since I got home. But I do plan on going outside. I want to show you the newish, well, they're used tires, and they made me sign a waiver, and they forgot to put my old tires in the back of the car, so, oh well. That is good. So I've got my cooker set to 4. I'm going to bring this up to a boil because we got to get finished cooking the potatoes. I didn't cook them all the way in the microwave because I wanted to finish cooking my yam and sweet potato here in the pot. And yeah, we're going to, and of course I chopped up celery, so the celery's got to cook too. And the chicken's all diced up, all those chicken breasts I had. And I don't think anything tastes even freezer burned. By the time the flavors mix, it should be very good. So, I'm going to put the lid back on it. There we go. And I'm going to let this thing cook. I'm going to have some yummy dinner tonight. Okay, folks. And now I've got 4 tires that, as you can tell, have some tread on them. That one has tread on it. You can see this one's got some tread. This one's got some tread. Not quite flat yet. And this one's got some tread. So, yeah. They basically just got me 2 more tires that had the same amount of tread as the 2 back and the 2 front. They were supposed to bag them up and put them in the back of my car. They didn't. I already told you that, but oh well. I'm going to see about swapping out some old tires for certain style of old tires come spring, because some of my old tires have just collapsed and they are so difficult. But it's windy out here. I hope you can hear me over the breeze. And I'm going to go back in because I am freezing. I am wearing a wrap, but it's still cold. It is very cold. It is, it says 41.2, but it feels more like 31. Anyways, I got tires with some tread, about a 1/4 inch tread. It will give me a little more traction on slick roads. I'll just have to still drive very, very carefully until my truck sells and I can buy some brand new tires. Well, I've been doing a lot more sanding, as you can see. Natural light is gone, so we just got the yellow light from up there. Oh god, that makes everything look so yellow. I'll try on my next video to get a daytime. Rosie, I'm trying to video the floor, not you. You're not helping me. But I am trying to get more of the natural wood to show through. I'm not sure how successful I am being. It's still very dark, the wood is, under the toilet. But we have sanded and sanded and sanded and sanded. Oh, it looks so much better there. Yeah, than it does here. This is still very dark. But some spots you can see, like here, the natural color is starting to show through. Yeah. So, but I've been getting some more. I tried doing a little more in front of the toilet too. I just want to get it nice and light like it is over here. It's just kind of hard around these areas that obviously got a lot of water staining. I'm trying to get down below that. Anyways, I got one little piece left. That's a quarter piece. I got big sheets of paper. It's the 60 course grit. And these are big sheets, so I cut them in quarters. Got 1/4 left. These other quarters, as you can see, I didn't really use them all up, but they tore off. They tore off right there at the tops. And because they tore off, they won't fit my sander anymore because they tore. So, anyways, I still got a couple more big sheets left. That means I can keep going with the coarse sand until I can get down below all the water staining, if it's possible to. I still don't know what I'm going to do about getting under the sink and under the toilet. Yeah, I wish I had the money to just hire somebody. It would be so much faster. Anyways, we're just going to keep going at it, and eventually, hopefully someday, we will get it sanded to the point to where I can start putting a sealer on here and make it all nice and pretty. As for now, I'm going to go into the kitchen because it is time to get a little something to eat. And I'm not making biscuits because I discovered I am out of baking powder. I forgot I used up the last of my baking powder, and I did not buy more when I was in town today. So instead, we're going to use one of my little mini griddles. This one's got pumpkins. Isn't that cute? So, just gonna plop a little bit of this in here. Get it. Used up the rest of my savory chicken. Put a little parsley in here. That's cheese and eggs. And then let it cook. Soup, however, is looking amazing. Oh, I can't wait. It is looking so good here. I mean, just look at that. Can't wait to have a bowl full. All right, well, I'm going to let y'all go tonight. And we'll come back. And yes, I have been using protection on my face while I'm sanding. I still have boxes and boxes of these from a few years ago when everybody was buying these. Actually, I have 2 full boxes, so. But you look at that. See how much, oh, look at all that. Good thing I wasn't breathing that in. Oh, boy. Anyways, I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to get this video put out, and if you like what you see, please share it with a friend. If you have any suggestions on what I could do, oh boy, look at that. Just a tiny bit of sawdust there on the lens. Anyways, yeah, like, subscribe, share with a friend, help my channel. I could really use a lot of help. Oh, look at my pretty, pretty Christmas tree. It looks nice. It's a pre-lit tree, so. Anyways, I'll let y'all go now and get back to my dinner, get this video out, and I hope y'all have a great week, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.